Upcoming next fight.
27 fights on the card.
27?
No, it's like 15. But it's a giant.
Plus 12.
It's a giant card. I'm not going to go too in depth in all of them. Really want to focus most on the main card.
Let's run through this.
So the main event, obviously, kind of a letdown.
Yeah, when you have Chimaev and Edwards on
right.
Yeah,
probably the
Chechen Wolf
elimination match for the title. That's probably what it was.
Rock and roller.
But we are getting a good fight. Now, Stephen Thompson, he's one of those karate fighters, and I always feel like once they get solved, that's it. The puzzle's over.
Man, that's the nicest motherfucker in the UFC
absolutely.
you're talking about right there.
No, I like Stephen Thompson, but I harken back to Lyoto Machida when he first came around and nobody was used to that style. He looked unbeatable.
I think this fight goes either two ways. Neal knocks him out, or Thompson decisions him, outpoints him.
Right, absolutely.
And it's a 5-round fight, and Neal's on a tear, man. He's been destroying people that have been putting in front of him.
Right, he's on fire right now.
But I think Wonder Boy's elite.
Oh, absolutely. He's main evented. He's been
Wonder Bread.
He's been in those title fights. He's kicked people's heads off. But again, that karate style, it always seems once they get figured out, they never climb back up. You know, it's easy. I don't know what the reason why is, but like I said, you go back to Machida, you go back to Waterston. There's a lot of the people like that. Once somebody beats them, it seems like they start sliding back down. They never climb back up the card. So this is a big moment for Thompson. I mean, if he loses this fight, where does he go from there?
I think I'm going to be taking Stephen Thompson in this fight.
I do too, basically because I am unsure about Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He has been on a run lately, and he's powerful. Yeah. He can finish it from any angle.
Yeah. But I think what Jeff Neal brings to the table, Stephen Thompson can work around.
Plus, Stephen Thompson comes out to Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Like, he comes out singing Wonder Boy.
Song in the world.
Yeah. He comes out the Wonder Boy perfectly, dancing around. He does all that publicity. I think it's this big step up for Neal he's not ready for.
Yeah, I think he's going to get outpointed. It's going to be a striking masterclass for Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a fight I can compare it to that happened recently.
I think it looks like Vicente Luque.
Yeah, I could see that.
You're going to get kind of the same styles from Vicente Luque and Jeff Neal. He's going to come forward, heavy pressure,
I'd be so much
bomb.
more excited for this fight if it wasn't 5-round main event.
Yeah,
and
I think that's another thing that plays into Wonder Boys.
Absolutely. This is not a headlining fight. No disrespect to these two guys. You can see this like
Whitaker versus Cannonier in a way as well. Whitaker's got that nice little karate style, boxing style,
and that not only that,
working angles,
and not only just like the actual like breakdown of the fight. I'm more just like this guy coming up. He's the new shiny toy, and then the big brother comes and say no, it's not time yet. Because like Wonder Boy's a veteran, but he's not like old. He's not up there in age, and he's still again top 5 fighter.
I kind of have this sneaky feeling Wonder Boy is gonna come out to prove something because of all this Chimaev talk about Chimaev being like. I think his buttons have been pushed a little bit. Like, he's the nicest motherfucker, but I think there's something in there. He's like, I'm going to show y'all while Chimaev doesn't need to be fighting us.
He
at the
did
top.
quarantine himself from Chimaev, though. He was more afraid of Chimaev than COVID, for sure. He did not want to come out for that one.
But, I'm going with the Wonder Boy.
I'm definitely going Wonder Boy on this one as well. The rest of the card, again, it has some awesome fights I'm looking forward to in this.
Ooh, let's get to this next one.
Like the rest of the card I'm more excited for.
Two very similar.
This is one that could be the loser goes home. Jose Aldo's been fighting since I was in kindergarten.
I think it's more Aldo going home than Vera. I think Vera still has a little bit more life, but
I don't know. Vera just beat up a golden boy. You don't think that kind of pissed Dana off a little bit? like you see all that production time to Sugar Sean?
Sean's got plenty of time to bounce back.
Yes, but you don't want...
And Vera's a fan favorite. People like Vera. I like Vera.
You don't want your gatekeepers beating your up-and-comers.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of those guys. If he loses this fight, it's a perfect example. You can't beat Aldo. What are you going to do after that?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't beat Aldo at bantamweight.
Right.
And
he's never won it at bantamweight.
I think this is a fight tailor-made for Aldo.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we thought it was for Sugar, too. There's a lot of...
I'm not that high on Sugar yet. I need more from Sugar. Like, I just don't see the durability of these. Like, Aldo's a little bit chinny, but he's going to be able to take leg kicks. He's going to be able to take some shots and things like that.
I mean, Aldo has not looked good in about 10 years.
I think Aldo wins.
He hasn't looked good since Conor.
I think he's going to look good in this fight.
When did Conor ice him?
Since Conor iced him,
he
has
has
not
not
good.
been the same.
Which
fighter.
yesterday we watched that clip about 1 million times because it was the anniversary.
Yeah, they had like no new footage on Dustin, but they had no new footage on Dustin and Conor either. They're using all the same promotion stuff from 10 years.
He'll overcommit on the right hand. I will not be there. I'll hit him with the left hand.
Same thing all over again.
Classic
But yeah, Aldo's not look good. His best performance, he had a head kick KO recently. Against it was on a back when UFC was still on Fox. That was like his last top performance. But even his title fights, he keeps getting thrown in headlining matches.
Yeah.
I think this is loser goes home.
Yeah, I think it's gonna play out on the feet. Like I mean, where else is it gonna?
And I think it's gonna be Cheeto Vera.
I'm gonna take Aldo. I'm gonna take Jose Aldo to win this fight.
There we go. Some dissension among the ranks.
Yep. I'm going with Jose.
Like he just keeps getting title matches. Like what the fuck? Was it?
He beat Moicano.
I think the Moicano.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's Jeremy Stevens. I'm talking about the Jeremy Stevens fight. That's when I remember
Stevens,
the fight.
what did he do? He
the head kick, wasn't it?
He liver punched him.
Then the Moicano was the head kick.
Yeah.
Like he
lost to Holloway.
He lost twice to Holloway.
So I actually think that Cheeto Vera is going to win this fight, and then Jose Aldo will headline against Volkanovski the next month.
I can see this fight being similar to the Moicano.
That's how Jose Aldo's career goes. He loses a fight, then he gets the headliner the next month.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Aldo here.
Good luck with that.
Thank you very much.
You're gonna have him and Charles Oliveira on your island.
All right.
This one is the one to circle, to highlight. This is gonna be the fight.
Fireworks.
I don't know if you call it fight of the night because it might not last very long.
I think it's the fight that I'm looking the most forward to.
Well, I'm most excited for this fight. Chaos Williams. His name is the most perfect name ever, and that's not a nickname. Why does he even need a nickname? The Ox Fighter. His nickname's worse than his real name. Chaos Williams. Why do you need a nickname?
The Ox Fighter.
But against Michel Pereira, he is. If you guys ever want to Google him and see his dancing out to the cage, doing backflips in the middle of the fight, he does the most ridiculous things you've ever seen inside
the
of a cage.
Brazilian Goro, minus 2 arms.
Yeah, he is. He's the most entertaining fight you're going to see. Then,
in Chaos, same thing though.
Oh yeah, though Chaos is, reminds me of I call him the poor man's Roy Jones. he has the one punch power, just knocked out Al Hassan.
Yeah,
took the world by storm by that. Al Hassan was supposed to be the one to do that.
He had even a bigger performance, knocking out who was it? That was the big one.
Yeah,
they weren't expecting him to come out. Who did he knock out?
I'll pull it up here.
But Chaos Williams comes with heat. He's bigger, but Pereira is. He definitely has a grappling edge in this.
There's his.
Yeah,
there ain't gonna be no grappling in this fight. I just don't see it.
I don't know about that.
Let's go down here. It's just showing the two.
Morono?
Yeah, knocking out Morono. Yeah.
Yeah, 27. Look at those fight times.
Yeah, 27 seconds.
He does not get paid by the hour. He comes with heat, and he puts people to sleep. And then we're not talking about ground and pound, like it's walk-off knockouts. He ices everybody. Yeah. He looks like he knocks you out. From South Bend, Indiana, local boy.
Yeah, there you
At
go.
Notre Dame. Huh?
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
fighting Irish, but wait, something's not adding up.
But this is the fight you want to see. I believe it's on the prelims, though, isn't it?
No, this is the main card.
That's main card.
Main card.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's all on ESPN Plus. It's not pay-per-view. So yeah, if you're gonna watch one fight, this whole card, this is the one you want to go ahead and make sure you're locking yourself in. It's not gonna last long.
One round in this one.
One of them's going to bed, but the build up, the walkout, Pereira's gonna be dancing around.
I'm some dissension with this one, maybe.
I'm going Chaos.
Oh, okay, no.
I'm going Chaos.
Sorry, guys.
I love Michel Pereira. He's one of my favorite guys to walk up to the cage. Yeah. But I just think Chaos is on a mission right now.
He's going to leave himself hittable, and Chaos is going to fucking hit him.
He kind of feeds into that. He lets people hit him sometimes.
But you don't want to be hit by Chaos.
This is not the guy you let do that.
Yeah, Chaos knocks him out.
Yeah, Chaos within 30 seconds.
If there's an under 1.5, take it.
Yes. And I'd probably be
as long as it's a good value.
It's probably like minus 200 for that.
Yeah, probably. You can parlay it.
There's only two guys that are kind of fighting for their life.
All right.
Number 3, number 11.
Right.
Rob Font and Marlon Moraes.
Moraes is a questionable number 3, though.
Rob Font coming off a win against Ricky Simone.
And Moraes a ass kicking by Corey Sandhagen. that was that was one-sided as it gets. Yeah. And like I said, that's a questionable number 3 if you ask me.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be another fun fight while it lasts. I don't see this one going very long.
No, Font's gonna come for blood. Moraes, he gasses.
It ain't gonna matter in this fight.
Well, he gasses fast.
Yeah, it ain't gonna matter,
Moraes came out. Moraes was beating the shit out of Henry Cejudo for one round. He was owning Henry Cejudo, and that was it. He couldn't hang on no more. So, or if you're early in the fight, Moraes is gonna be at the advantage of the fight. But I think he's gonna get out of the first round, and then Font's gonna get him in round 2.
You think Font's gonna? I think Moraes is gonna win this fight, and I can see it from two different ways. I think it's gonna be a firefight. I can see Moraes landing that head kick. Mm-hmm. He has that beautiful head kick. I can see Font getting rocked from maybe another strike and shooting, and Moraes locking up a guillotine. I think Moraes takes this fight.
This fight ends in the first round because Moraes wins it.
Yeah, I think Moraes wins this fight.
Moraes last fight he lost, so he's got to.
Corey Sandhagen beat the shit out of him.
Kick.
And for the whole first round, he pieced him up too. Mm-hmm. Sandhagen it was a main event. Sandhagen owned him that fight. So if Moraes loses this fight, he drops. He drops the way. He should not be number 3. I mean, is he ranked above Sandhagen right now?
No. Sandhagen's 2. Should be.
Who's one?
One is Aljo.
Okay.
Champ is young.
I'm figuring champion's 1.
Yeah,
that's what in my head. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, Corey Sandhagen. I would put Garbrandt over him.
I think if Moraes loses this fight, what are you going to do? Give him Frankie Edgar. Jimmy Rivera and Pedro Munez got a date already.
If Moraes loses this fight, I would put him somewhere.
He's already beaten a Sun Sal, so I mean,
I'd put him somewhere way lower than that.
Oh, we should talk about fucking
maybe Mirab. I've been trying to get Mirab. I'm trying to get you a fight. I've been trying to pair you up with everybody. I've been trying to. This coming from the guy who got wet from Charles Oliveira.
Hey, Charles got him down. Charles got him down in transition. Put him in triangles. Almost ripped his arm off. Marab is just like, I take you down, but I'm not holding you.
Who was glory hold by Charles Oliveira.
You know what I know.
Now I want to watch Mirab Dishvili. I think I said it right. You got enough whiskey, you could say that word. But
what?
Marlon Moraes is on his way out, I believe, and I am going to be going with Rob Font.
No, I got Marlon Moraes in this one.
You must think it's going to end quick.
Yeah, it's going to end quick.
I think Rob Font, TKO second round. Yo, it's getting hot already in here.
No, sir.
Computer's chugging along here. Hold on one second, guys.
We got Pettis and Morono coming up next.
No, we don't. We got Hardy and Tybura.
Oh, the big boys. My tribe.
Woo! Okay, the
heavies. We're going to be at odds in this one, too.
Yeah, this one, this is very tough, but my logical mind says Tybura wins this fight if he employs the right game plan. But there's something in my gut that tells me Hardy's going to win this fight.
I don't think there's any way Tybura stands a chance in this fight.
I can see Tybura grappling his way to a
You're not going to out-grapple.
Slow, clinchy, grindy, ugly
Let me tell you about grappling. Greg Hardy is a former All-Pro.
So now you're a grappling fan.
No. I'm going to tell you something about grappling. Greg Hardy is a former All-Pro defensive end. He's been grabbed and thrown and pushed by the biggest human beings in the world, 6'7", 300, 400-pounders on the offensive line, and he's tossed them to the side. So if Marcin Tybura tries to get a hold of him, he's going to throw him off like he's nothing. That's not going to work. Marcin Tybura's got to try to knock him out.
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy when you're feeling good in the first round, but what happens when you get tired and you get labored and you don't have your inhaler? You don't have your inhaler to puff.
These are heavyweights. They're both heavyweights. All get tired. Heavyweights don't go the distance. Tybura's going to sleep. The only people that's beating Greg Hardy are those top level guys. The Ngannous, the Rosenstrikes, those strikers like that have that one punch, but the Derek Lewis. Those are the guys that beat Greg Hardy, or maybe Curtis Blades.
And another reason that my gut probably tells me that I think Hardy wins this fight is because the UFC wants to push Greg Hardy.
Tybura looked labored versus Rothwell.
Yeah.
And Greg Hardy's going to push the pace. Greg Hardy's going to go try to finish this. He's working with ATT now, right? He's working with some top trainers. He's gotten better every single fight, and he is probably the best athlete in the UFC. Now, it's really hard to find anybody a better athlete than he is. He's going to put Tybura out quick. That's another one. Don't blink. It's over. And this is going to put Greg Hardy in the top 15.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this one. I can see it going either way.
You remember my 110% earlier, my meathead pissing contest? 110%. Yeah, Greg Hardy, first round knockout.
You're forcing me to make a pick.
I'm not forced to do anything. All right. I'm just saying
Please
pick.
hold a gun to my head because I can't do it right now.
My pick is Greg Hardy, first round TKO. It's gonna be vicious. It's gonna be ugly.
All right, I'm gonna take the Polak decision. Polak's gonna decision the Prince of War.
This is not going to decision because this guy is not lasting 3 rounds. I'll tell you that much.
Off his back, he might.
No, he's
just
not.
Fighting for it.
He's gonna end up getting one of those John Vellante tired taps. Like you're not going through. Always bet under 3 rounds with heavyweights.
I've seen him go to decision.
There's not many. I showed you the numbers.
This could be one.
I showed you the actual numbers. They're terrible.
This could be one.
You got a 30% chance.
Well, pretty good.
That's pretty much. And anything on the preliminary you want to talk about? I mean, Pettis is kind of another guy. I think Pettis is fighting for his life. Morono's had that monster performance his last fight. Showtime supposedly has a new kick.
But both of these guys are towards it. I mean, this is a hard one.
Where
I just don't like.
It's a catchweight, right?
No, they're fighting 170.
What the hell's he on that 155?
Because that's where he normally fights. And I think this is both the. I don't like Pettis at 170.
I don't like Pettis that much. Pettis is
he's better than that blue cage. Those are the best.
Pettis is here because of one moment.
Yeah.
Like that Showtime kick is why he's able to hang on. He's beating some people, but you see the way
he's beating WEC fighters while they're in the UFC too. So it's like it's familiar fights. He's.
But his last fight, I don't know if this was his last fight. The last fight I remember Anthony Pettis was Nate Diaz, and he looked like he was lost.
Yeah.
And Nate had been late. Nate hadn't fought like in 2 years.
He had that nice one-off Superman punch to knock out Wonder Boy, but I think it was kind of fluky. But
yeah, I mean anyone can get knocked out.
Yeah.
Like when he fought Nate Diaz, it was just an ass kicking over and over. Like to me, a 3-round pounding is sometimes way more humiliating and way more telling than somebody knocking you out one shot.
I think this fight, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be entertaining.
I mean, I also think that if Showtime loses, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy that Bellator might pick up.
I think he does lose. I think Morono wins.
His brother's over there. Yeah. He's a guy, and I think Morono's going to win this fight as well.
I think Morono's going to push the pace. He's going to win this fight.
I
wouldn't be surprised if he finishes.
There's been a few times I got excited for Anthony Pettis, and he's kind of let me down in those few times. Like I've given up on thinking he's ever going to be more than the Showtime kick.
Yeah, he had a decent performance against.
I mean, he had the. I just think that he had Ben Henderson's number.
Yeah.
Some fighter like Chris Weidman had Silva's number, but Chris Weidman's not a great fighter. Yeah. But he had and Silva's numbers. It's some matchups.
Styles make fights sometimes. Right. Yeah, I'll take Morono. I'll take the Great White to get it done. Drag him to deep waters, and
other than that, I mean, there's not really much to talk. A lot of up and comers in this new one.
Yeah, on the prelim card here, nothing.
Sajara Eubanks fights every week. Your boy Bilal Muhammad.
I like Bilal Muhammad.
Local guy.
Yeah. Trolling you on Twitter.
Yeah.
I know you saw it. me and the gorilla.
Me and
Darren Till.
Detail got you.
Remember Bilal. Rule number 1 is cardio.
With Baby Lima.
We love you.
With Baby Lima.
Yeah, I mean, this fight I guess we could touch on. Bilal Muhammad. I think Muhammad wins this fight.
I'm pulling just for local talent, and I hope Bilal pulls it off. But again, not really much to talk about in this prelim. The prelims. We'll talk more about it afterwards. We'll break it down for you. But